And that means it's Mush. Episode 2. Holy fuck, we did it.
Let's go. Yeah.
Tony.
Tony Cardoza. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good shirt.
Crispin. I don't know why we're introducing ourselves. Jeremiah, how the fuck you doing? Let's roll. What were you talking about? You slept on your fucking couch last night?
Yeah, dude, there's something about being... So, like, growing up, I didn't have my own room for, like, the first, like, 10 to 12 years. So I always slept on the couch. And then... So now, like on the weekends, it's more comfortable to sleep out here on the couch than it is to sleep in my bed. If I have to work, I gotta sleep like in my bed.
It is kind of funny that like you're like preemptively putting yourself in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
you come too
out.
drunk from the weekend. You're just like, I'll just sleep on the couch. I don't deserve to sleep in the bed.
In jeans, dude, in my full shirt. It's all
What's your
wrinkled in the
boyfriend?
morning.
He is housebroken.
Yeah, even when his girlfriend's not here, he's like, she'd be pissed.
Yeah, she'd be upset.
Sleep on the couch.
No, I tried to sleep on these two couches and they slid apart while I was asleep. So I woke up like folded up in between both of them. And I was like, oh.
It's a real furniture version of an air mattress going deflated on you.
Lost air. Dude.
You're like a bridge. You know what I mean? Especially if you have like an ant problem, they just use you to get
A
one.
boat was trying to get by, dude. I was in the way.
Crispin doesn't have an ant problem. I just want to say he is a very clean human
Dude,
being.
I fucking love that there's not really that many ants here. Because back in Texas, fire ants everywhere. And they bite hard. So
Dude.
like here, I don't know if... Is there ants?
Yeah, there's
Dude,
little
big
sugar
time
ants.
there's
You had
ants.
ants, right?
Yeah, dude.
That's right.
Fucking,
You gotta clean. You gotta just wipe stuff down.
I understand how ants
okay.
come. Okay.
If
If you're just clean, like the ants, I get it.
After you were just so nice, you're like, he doesn't have ants. He's a clean
Yeah,
guy.
you're son of a
Crispin's
bitch.
like, yeah, have you tried just not being a pig?
Yeah, if you try,
Not being a filthy animal.
a stupid pig wop.
I get your bachelor life.
Get your fucking pesto off the counter.
Yeah, maybe if
These
you
Italian
cleaned
ants,
up the
dude,
fucking
all the
pasta,
ants walked
just
in like
wipe-
that. Like, hey, there's fucking pesto on the
We
counter.
got a fucking all you can eat over here.
He's got a whole fucking buffet.
What is that, bolognese?
This bolognese is bullshit.
But no, the fucking house I was at when me and Selena broke up for that little like fucking brief
Oh, the
stint.
one with the AC?
Yeah, the one where you didn't get the AC. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the
I
owner
remember.
was like, I promised an AC unit to him.
I was
'cause
so
like,
excited.
I don't need it. And then when
Bragged
they were
about it all
showing
week.
off the room when I was getting ready to leave, the owner was like, yeah, the AC comes to the room. And I was like, fuck. Because I was hella
Damn,
gonna
dude,
steal
that
it.
sucks.
But no, dude, like I'm a pretty like. Did you ever come over there?
No, but I know I've been to your apartment now, and it's usually pretty clean.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not like that's mainly my girlfriend,
Yeah.
but like I'm still like I'm somebody like I don't leave food out and shit like that.
I don't think I've ever seen food
And-
out at your place.
No, because I don't like ants. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I was like in my bedroom and there was a fucking couple of scouts. You know what I mean? They were out there and I was like, huge sons of bitches. And I found it's because my fucking roommates were using a compost thing. Like they would put their compost into a thing and they weren't taking it out. I'm like, dude, you're just piling up rotten food.
Ugh.
For these fucking ants to come in here and like, dude, they were wreaking havoc. And at the time I was unhappy, so I wasn't cooking, so I was just like ordering DoorDash.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, like the dishes were fucking disgusting. There was ants all in the kitchen and
You
shit.
know what gets me is fucking gnats.
Yeah, gnats
I
are
fucking
bad.
get gnats so quick. If I leave one banana out, it's fucking gnat city.
Dude, yeah, they love them. They love the bananas. But I got those little ant traps, the ones where it's like they take the pellets and they take it back.
Oh,
You know
they
what I mean?
fuck 'em
Dude, I
up.
bought like 30
Destroy
of them.
a whole
I
colony.
was like, I'm
dude.
gonna holocaust. these
That's the
fucking
Italian
people.
in you,
I'm
dude. Trying
wiping
to
that
destroy
whole-
societies.
Yeah, that whole generation is gone.
You put a little fucking dash cam on them, you're like, take it to your fucking queen and kill her.
That's the most devious way to kill ants.
Yeah.
Is to just be like, go ahead, take it back.
Yeah, bring it back to your babies.
Have you seen people that buy fucking eggs for what is that, praying mantises, and they just throw them in their yard? Have you seen that shit?
No.
Why would you fuck up praying mantises? They're cool.
No, they take like the eggs, like it's because they want them, and they throw them in the yard, and then they all just grow, so they have like a praying
To
mantis
be
army.
fair, I want praying mantises. Like,
They have them for sale. They
They're
have
cool.
different color ones. That's
well,
pretty cool.
I'll just catch them. But like, yeah, like fucking.
Don't they bite?
I mean, dude, they're fucking. It's a bug. Like, you're fine. It can't hurt you.
I feel like it
it's
would
a-
hurt.
It's a dude. No, have you ever like?
I've seen them eat lizards.
Don't they cut the heads off of other bugs?
No, they cut the heads off each other when they fuck.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
they do. I have seen one fuck a lizard up though. But like,
Oh yeah, that one that eats the face,
Yeah.
and the lizard's just like, ow,
Yeah.
doesn't get away.
well,
like,
because
whoa.
it jujitsu'd him, dude. They're karate bugs.
They had him in a fucking triangle that he was going to town.
Dude, I've seen Bugs Life. I know that they're Mr. Miyagi style.
Yeah,
on
dude,
YouTube, there's-
every one of them has a little tiny headband with a big sun on it, dude. And they,
He's just like that, standing with his leg up.
yeah, dude. He's like, what?
On YouTube, there's a guy who puts two bugs in a fucking cage and just makes them fight. And I'm like, I know this is cruel, but goddamn, he fucked up that spider, dude.
So
Once again, the algorithm showing
It
Crispin
knows
who he
me,
really
dude.
is.
Bugs
yeah.
fighting is my shit.
So there's actually
I'm
a
picking up
YouTube
moves.
channel called Bug Wars. And it's like high definition, like they would like shoot like nature documentary definition of bugs fighting each other. And I used to get fucking tanked and just watch. Back when I was like single, I would just get tanked and just watch them, dude. And it got so bad that like I was living in Germany at the time, and like I was watching these videos, and it was like I was sitting there, I was like, God, there's a lot
That's
of
the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard.
yeah, and I was like, God, there's a lot of meat on a scorpion. You know?
I can just picture you like sitting at a kitchen table in your underwear, hammered, just watching it like, whoa,
Blasted.
These
Dude.
let's go. It's like, okay, you got money
I
on the
used to root for
scorpion.
one, dude. The katydids, like, dude, katydids fuck shit up. Like, but yeah, I was watching like the fucking scorpions. Like, there's a lot of meat on a scorpion,
Dude, yeah,
And I was
scorpions are delicious.
yeah, I was like, dude, I want to eat one. So I wanted to get a big one, and I was gonna eat it alive, right? And I like talked to the post office that was on base, and she was like, you can't ship a live animal to us. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay. So I ordered a scorpion, had it shipped to Berlin, and they like lost my package.
They lost your scorpion.
It's a big fucking scorpion too. Like this thing is like, I mean, because like the bigger they are, the less poisonous they are, right? But it's like a big black fucking scorpion. And my plan was, I was like, all right, I'm gonna rip his fucking
Of course you buy a
his
black
pinchers
one.
off, and then I'm gonna eat him, right? Because I just wanted to see like, there's a lot of.
You're
okay,
are you supposed to eat?
drinking
Wait,
a lot.
Are you supposed to eat it alive?
No, I mean you don't have to. I wanted to.
The fuck, dude?
I wanted to because I wanted to just experience it. But anyway, so I'm like, okay,
Dude, what the fuck?
I'm gonna do this.
You
And
don't
this
just
chick
fry it up?
that works at the post office is like, can I come with you to Berlin to watch you eat the scorpion? I was like, yeah, but they lose my package, right? And then eventually they find it, and I get to the post office in Berlin, and I open up, and the package is fucking empty.
What?
Somebody ate it.
Dude, I was like,
He's like, someone ate my bug.
I was like, one, I either got ripped off, or two, there's just a scorpion that's like loose in the German postal system.
How much did you pay for this scorpion?
It was like $68.
You paid $68 to eat a scorpion.
Dude, you're
Plus
the guy.
shipping,
You're the
it
guy
was
who
like
buys
$40
rocks.
of shipping. So I think altogether it was like $120. And at the time, I was only getting paid like $600 a paycheck. So I mean, like that was
That's so crazy.
That's a good chunk of
I was
change.
drinking a lot.
Were you gonna do it alone, or were you gonna do this as a bit?
No, he's
No,
gonna do
I
it
was
at
just
his
gonna do it
table.
because I wanted to see what it was like.
Dude, you're so crazy. That's awesome.
There's
That's
somebody.
what?
Did
I
you
was-
see the guy that was selling rocks on fucking like OfferUp and eBay? He was just selling rocks, and he's like $100 rock,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Nice, that's
Buy.
you. You're the guy who bought those fucking
Well,
rocks."
one, all right, I wouldn't buy a fucking rock, but I would 100% buy a scorpion
It's
for
pretty cool
eating
rock.
purposes. Like,
That's crazy.
well,
Dude.
because I was watching a lot of Bug Wars.
you
and,
just
like,
wanted to be a bug, dude.
dude, I'm talking.
Bug Wars had you,
I'm talking hours, like dude, like hours of it.
dude. You
Okay, I'm
you
gonna
were in the
send
bug
you.
zone, dude.
Yeah, it was bugged up, dude.
You were bugged out, dude.
I was gonna send you. There's this thing called Ape Wars. Have you seen those?
Is that the show on Netflix?
I'm listening.
Ape
There's a
whatever?
new one, but there's like they show the apes and they prepare now. So they said they're in like the Stone Age. So they're carving up like weapons. They've got like rocks and they sharpen them up, and they find other apes. So like an ape killed the baby ape in another village or whatever you would call it.
Apes are in
And-
the Stone Age.
Yeah. So the apes fucking heard that these apes killed one of their babies, and they were like, "We're fucking done." They sharpened up sticks. They got rocks and they sharpened them against other rocks.
They're using tools.
Yeah, and then they
monkeys
go
right now.
right now, and
Yeah.
then they went to another section of the jungle and they fucking murdered. And they
Yeah.
they walk like
They're doing mafia.
yeah, they
hits?
go, dude. They cut off a fucking zebra head. They threw it over there as a warning. It was crazy.
No, 100%.
Yeah, and so they went over and they waged war at this other like ape village and
Have like shitty
fucking-
jewelry
Yeah,
over
yeah.
chest.
I was
hair
gonna
now.
send that to you, but now I feel like he's gonna be like, dude, I ordered an ape. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be delicious.
I actually
They're
know.
eating the cats.
I,
and the apes.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was a nature reserve in the Congo, I want to say, where there was an actual chimpanzee war. It
Yeah.
lasted 4 years, and what happened is that there was this major tribe of chimps, and a scout from a different tribe came in, so they killed that scout. And then that tribe found out, so they singled out another chimp from theirs and killed that chimp. And then their scouts found that. So then they like fucking, it got to the point where they were ignoring other tribes of chimps that were encroaching on territory, and they were just at war with each other. And it got so fucking bad that they actually had to like separate those two for an entire generation of apes.
Yeah, it's
in order
fucking
to get it to bow down. There's also the first interspecies murder happened in the last 5 years. I can't remember the exact date, but it was in the last 5 years.
Is it murder or
It
is
was-
it just
I mean, it's
nature?
murder.
No, it was
the intent.
murder.
The intent.
No,
was
like
there.
it was like they've classified it as the first interspecies murder. And what happened?
What do you call it when a tiger kills a zebra?
Well,
That's
gonna,
for food.
Just give me a minute.
That's a murder.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, it's the intent.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
explain
matters.
it.
Okay, all right.
Because it wasn't for food. So like chimps get shitty with other chimps about
Kangaroos?
territory.
All right, go ahead.
Right? What happened is that there was this tribe of gorillas, right? And these chimps went out and lured a gorilla away from its fucking thing,
Fuck yeah.
and then they all beat it to death
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
in a creek and left it.
Yeah. As
And
a
like
warning.
there wasn't like it wasn't for food.
So is it because it was coordinated?
Yeah.
They coordinated. Yeah, the chimps coordinated.
Because
and-
kangaroos definitely murder things for fun, other animals.
No, but the thing is that they lured him out of his
Like
territory.
they intentionally lure. Like a kangaroo will kill something it
Well,
comes
lure
across.
something into a body of water and drown it.
Yes, that's what they
That's an interspecies murder.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they did.
Kangaroos do it.
No,
They've been doing it. They have it on
kangaroos will
camera.
kill whatever they come across. Apes will like specifically target something.
Yeah, like they
Really,
kill
that-
it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they watched these
Backs to
gorillas.
silver.
They watched these gorillas pick their target, lured him out. I don't know how they did it. I mean, I'm sure it was like a monkey being like,
Fucking
you know, and then he like
leaf.
runs off. Then it's like, you know what I mean? And like the gorilla keeps
That's how they
coming.
sound.
But they got it into their territory and fucking killed it, so that way the other gorillas wouldn't encroach on that territory, so they never found out.
It's
That's why they
crazy to
left it.
think how primal like mafia and like gang wars really are. Like,
Oh, dude,
if
yeah.
if the apes truly are in their stone age, which is crazy to think about evolution wise,
They are,
Like, if
yeah.
they truly are in their stone age, one. I mean, not to sound too nerdy, but it's fascinating from a science perspective to be able to observe that.
No.
But second of all, on a more funny aspect, it's like think about like how insulting that is to mobsters. They're like, yo, they're just doing hits over here. They get sharp sticks. They're doing hits over
There's
here.
Fucking
videos.
shit, yeah, it was
Like, it took me 8 years to become a made man with a sharp stick.
fucking Tony Chimparelli.
It's like the suit in The Sopranos. It's just like, I woke up, got myself a nana.
Dude, like
there's a-
fucking Joey Bananas.
Dude, there's videos of apes going up to backpacks, opening them up, looking through it, taking cigarettes, and then grabbing a lighter, and they just run back into the woods. And then there's videos of them just,
Oh, monkeys love smoking.
dude, they're getting, they're getting fucking lit, dude. They're smoking spliffs out there, getting wild.
Dude, I can't
Played
wait.
with someone's butt.
Threw some scat at a homeless guy.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, I heard on a podcast, and then I fucking made the mistake of clicking the video, and it was a guy fucking a snake. Apparently, that's a new fetish coming out.
No, this is
I don't
old.
think that's new.
This is old news.
That's
This is an
crazy.
old video that like Shane
tale-
Gillis talked about
Yeah.
like back in 2018.
Yeah, I listened to some of his old pods.
time. You know what I mean? Well, I saw a picture once.
Hey.
Again, back. You know, I
We've
watched-
all seen a hot snake and thought maybe
maybe a hot snake.
if
yeah.
I can find the hole, it's going down.
the fucking snake, the snake from Kung Fu Panda. You kidding me, dude?
With those eyelashes.
yeah, dude.
Who would you fuck from Kung Fu Panda?
Tigress. Not even-
You can't. I was just gonna say you can't say tiger.
it can't be Tigress. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know you're into BDSM. You want
Maybe
those
the-
kitty scritches.
Maybe
oh
the
yeah,
goose.
dude. Just shut up. Now I look like a furry. 'Cause I'm like, oh yeah, dude.
Okay, wait. So you wouldn't hook up with a furry, a hot furry?
I'd hook up with anyone hot. Like,
That's true.
you
As
know what
long
I mean?
as they have a dick.
So if the furry was dressed as Tigress, you're going
Yeah, as
in.
long as they have a penis, that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Because he's gay.
Yeah, I'm gay. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
It's
I
because
love having an ally on the pod.
I'm
It makes it so
clean
much
and in
easier.
shape. So to open mic comedians and
And
a
loves
past comedian
dick.
to Coma Comedy Club, I am apparently gay. Look at this handsome, clean white guy.
I don't know, man. When you
It's
first started,
impossible for us to be that.
every time somebody
I think
asks
it's the
about you,
vicious rumor you've been combating that you love anal sex from gay homeless men.
I've heard that.
Hey, what I do between them is between me, him, and God.
And the meth I bought for him.
Yeah, and the bartenders at McConey's.
Sorry again, Tabitha.
Yeah, I am really sorry about that.
Speaking of
Won't happen
meth,
again.
I wanted to hear if y'all had any fucking. So I was talking about a party I went to where I walked into because I always just wander off at parties. I went into a back room and they had like an old school Coke bottle, and I was like, oh, that's fun. And then they put something in it, lit it at the bottom, and then they all just got high. I didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, it's meth.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what it was until the people came out and they started like dancing. And this chick spilled a little bit of beer on this guy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And he's like, "Nah, it's fine." And then he grabbed the bottle on the counter and smashed it on her head. and then
Typical meth behavior.
yeah, dude, and then everybody fucking charged that guy. He was strong as shit. Apparently, I think
like
about
fucking meth.
Yeah,
Like,
because dude, he fucking shoved like 4 dudes at once, like into a wall. But they all went
Also
outside.
typical meth behavior.
But
Shoving
Typical,
4
yeah,
dudes.
yeah.
Yeah.
They all went
That's
outside to fight this
prime
guy.
meth.
It was crazy.
Dude,
and then
I shuck and jive with meth heads at where I work, you know, and like it's pure misdirect.
Look at him out
You
here
can't-
shucking and jiving, huh?
Dude,
shucking and
no,
jiving
you-
all the
you, like,
time.
you
On
juke 'em, you
stage, off
gotta-
stage.
Yeah.
Wait, did I misuse that term?
He's a shucking and jiving. No,
Yeah,
it's
shucking and jiving,
no,
sorry.
no, you used it correctly. I'm just making fun of you.
I mean,
That's
you
it.
could say juking.
Not in a way,
juking
I guess.
methods.
I'm just kind of like, it's just a funny choice of words. That's it.
Excuse me.
Make it funny next.
But yeah, so they
Fuck,
fucking
dude, have you seen my act?
We all have. God, it sucks.
Fucking
God
Hack
damn
City.
it. Yeah, Hack
He's like, I'm
City,
about to
dude.
go up. I'm like, crazy. I was about to go smoke, actually.
Yeah, they
it's about to go do anything else.
That is
Nice.
true, though. I mean, it's crazy because like before me and Jeremiah became friends, he used to just appear like a Sasquatch. You know what I mean? Like he'll be like, "Did you see
Talking
Jeremiah
about the way
at
he
the
walks.
club?" You know, like fucking Jeremiah was here. I swear to God, and then
fuck
he
is
just like
that?
disappear, and then
It make me sound like a predator.
you leave. Well,
Kinda.
no, it's because like
Look
you know,
out.
all
He's
the,
stealing material.
Oh no, a new
no, it's
woman's
all
on
the fucking
stage.
open micers just kiss your fucking ass,
We're
dude.
not supposed to talk about
They love
seed?
you. Yes sir.
I'm
no.
not name dropping anybody, but
But yeah, so anyway, they fucking fight this guy outside. I stayed inside dancing. I was having a great time. And then I swept up all the glass from the fucking bottle because I was like, wow, this is a mess.
Typical Crispin move,
Yeah.
by the way. He's like, oh, I'll take care of this.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And then secretly be mad about it, like, what a bunch of pigs.
You're going to get ants.
You guys have
shoes on.
fucking idiots.
Can you imagine
Don't worry. I got it.
Can you
like,
imagine a
this is-
rowdy party and everybody has to take their shoes off? Like,
Dude, I would tell you,
that's
take that shit.
gnarly.
This is hardwood.
But dude, I don't want all the dogs out of all these random
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Getting fucking fungi all
But
over
people
my
walk
carpet.
into restrooms where people piss on the floor. I don't want that in my apartment.
It is a double-edged sword.
Well, then don't throw a party.
I'd rather have stinky feet.
To be fair, I don't think you could throw a party in here.
I would not. I would be like, there's not enough seating.
I used to be a party guy.
This is all seating. It's like all you have in this room
really
is
is true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seats within
wait, wait.
eyesight.
And I have the
Put
2 chairs.
Sit down adult party. This is a solid
Yeah.
location.
I want some board game action. That's what
I
I'm
do
looking for.
enjoy Crispin's adult sit down.
Yeah.
I like that he
talk
tried to
parties.
bump Mush for D&D.
Dude,
That's so dumb. That's
D&D's the best.
I also play D&D. It's
what is
Two
it,
out of threes.
dorky and dumb?
It's
Hey, you
fun
know
as
what?
hell, dude.
Hey, dude,
you know,
actually, you're
if
not
you
among
played,
allies here, all right?
yeah,
We
if
both
you
play
played
D&D.
one session, I guarantee you'd be in love.
Yeah, right.
And
The
you'd hate
16th,
yourself
come
for
out.
it.
Come out and play D&D with us.
I'm
As
not.
soon as I
Come out
make
or you're
you,
gay.
as soon as I make you a wrestler in D&D, you're gonna be like, nice. I double leg the goblin.
Yeah, I'm a barbarian. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I have your orc, by the way. I
Oh,
found
You
it.
do have barbarian energy. What are you,
Yeah.
a fucking wizard or something? No. Yeah.
You have
No, he's
barbarian
dungeon
energy.
master.
Bard, bitch.
He's dungeon master. He controls the whole thing.
Dude, I have
he
my
is
own
very
character.
bardish though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what a bard is?
Simpson?
No,
No,
bard.
Bard.
Oh.
With a
It's
D.
like a little guy that sings with like a lute. Like,
Yeah.
that's very Crispin-esque. Like him with like a big hat.
You're
All
fucking
day.
you're Phil from Hercules?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, actually, yeah. Like
Yeah.
your character.
I'm like the Gaston of
He
D&D.
gives him
dude.
he gives him an Australian accent too. The other
Yeah,
day,
ooh.
me and him went to a we went to
I forgot about this.
we went to a fucking
These are my friends?
Yeah,
Fuck.
dude, this is who you became, you piece of
No,
shit.
dude, you guys suck.
This is what you
fucking
get.
wish, dude. Anyway, like we went to an escape room, a horror escape room, right? And it
was a good time.
I'm sorry, we're doing fun thing. Fuck you, Jeremiah.
that's
He's just
not
mad he
fun.
wasn't invited. Fuck you, dude.
on the way here and almost got pulled over. My life's awesome. Oh, look
Yeah.
now he's sad. Look
My
at
life rules, dude.
Anyway, we go to this fucking escape room, right? And like I'm chilling, and then I get up and go piss or something. I come back, and the fucking guy who runs it He's like, oh, are you going to use the Australian accent in there? And I was like, Crispin, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he's trying to recruit some random dude to do his D&D session.
Pretty solid move, man. We get some free escape rooms on that place.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was great, dude.
Escape rooms are really fun.
We got to do an escape
If you
room.
quit being a little bitch.
Someone else tried to get me to do an escape room one time, and I was like, "Oh, no,
Dude, you should. So there's one where they lock you in a cage and handcuff you, and that's
Why
your first escape.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
dude.
it's the Vietnamese POW escape room.
And
they
if you
just start
don't get out,
poking
a
you with
Japanese
bamboo.
eats you.
why don't you escape your shitty life?"
My life's amazing. What do you
That's a
mean?
hell of an escape
Dude,
room.
D&D's on
That's how
Saturdays,
good my life is
podcasts on
going.
Sunday.
I have to put myself in a shitty room and escape it.
Listen to last week's episode and decide that for yourself, everybody.
Hey.
They just put on fucking
You're watching
trans porn,
sacrificial
dude.
porn and having manic episodes.
You gotta
dude.
get out,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm bipolar too, you douchebag.
You gotta
At
get
least
out
I have an
before you come.
excuse.
dude.
Fuck you. Like, why are you a shitty person?
Oh, that started a long, long time ago when I watched my brother die. But you know,
Oh, here it is.
fucking woe
fucking
is me.
trump card there. Fuck you,
You know, he was
Jeremiah.
buried in a good place, and now it's under a highway.
Now it's under a highway.
you see how I'm treated, guys. This
Do you
is
see?
crazy.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
see
look
how
at-
we treat
yeah.
the talent? Like, anyway, fucking meth, right?
Oh yeah. Anyway, so since I swept up all the fucking glass bottle stuff, they were like, "You can stay, everyone else out," and then I got a free place to sleep. It's pretty solid.
That's solid. You were a hobosexual.
Pretty much.
Cool. Yeah.
I was like, "I'm having sex with somebody." I didn't sweep up for nothing.
It's crazy. We went back to the end of that story. I had nothing, actually.
No ending.
So, yeah,
dude.
so I slept and it was cool.
No, they made tacos in the morning.
Tony's
It was
so
a great
cool.
night.
He was like, hell yeah, dude. That story ruled.
But
I was
anyway,
like,
okay, wait. Do y'all have any fucking
Dude,
weird
he watched
party?
a guy do meth out of a fucking old Coke bottle.
no,
and then
that part
broke-
ruled.
Yeah.
The ending, where we were like, anyway, how did it end? And he was like, oh, I went to sleep.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude, I drank all the alcohol no one else could have, and then I fucking passed out. They made tacos in the morning. It was
He
fantastic.
watched
does
these
roll,
people
yeah.
make meth, smoke it, and then he slept at their house. That's a pretty solid
Pretty
story.
great.
what are you, Red Riding Hood of fucking Aberdeen?
Yeah, I was just there with my basket, dude. I'm just like, what are you wolves
Fucking
doing?
Red Riding Needle.
This spoon is too hot.
You're
Fucking,
a
what is it? Goldilocks and the Three Pigs.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's-
spoon's too
yeah.
hot. The spoon's too cold.
I got
This
my,
one's
just
I
right.
got my dumb fairy
Your
tales
veins are
mixed
so
up.
big.
Yeah, dude. What are fairy tales gay now? Is that you're gonna hit us with?
No, dude. No
Sorry.
respect.
Let me
God
pause.
damn.
Let me
Do you
pause.
fucking believe?
Should we do another
So-
clap?
3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Good to be here. God damn it, Crispin.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear when that clap doesn't help at all.
Glad to be back after Crispin completely derailed the momentum of the Poet podcast so he could lie to his boss.
Totally wasting our time for his own benefit and none of ours.
Just in case his boss is listening to this, he is like for real. I'm just giving him shit.
You should fire him.
Yeah, dude, please fire him.
They love me there. Y'all can't do nothing.
I'm sure.
I swept up glass there too. They fucking
You're a
keeping
big
me.
glass sweeper, huh?
Oh, dude, if I see glass, I'm picking it up.
The glass kid, they've called him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Not just meth, regular
Not
glass
just,
too.
not just meth.
I accidentally ate meth one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
You ate it?
Yeah.
Does it do anything?
Yeah, I was high for a day and a half.
How did you accidentally eat meth?
Hey, I've accidentally snorted meth. Don't give them too much shit.
Okay, I believe that one because it's like it could be mixed in Coke. I mean, not that I don't believe you, but like it makes sense to like sniffing Coke and there's meth mixed in it. But how the fuck do you accidentally eat meth? Like, what happened?
So like the guy that we were buying ecstasy from, which has now dead, if that gives you any context of how
Well, that's
good
what
of
he
a drug,
gets
I mean,
for giving you
if that
meth.
gives you any context of how good of a drug dealer he is, he's not with us anymore. But yeah, so he gave us, so there was like,
Was it fentanyl that got him?
I don't know what killed him.
It's probably like a typical
Probably
drug
something.
thing.
He probably like. I hope it was like he crossed the wrong guy, and there was like, this one's for fucking
You know,
me.
some chimpanzees lured him by a lake. Dude,
Yeah.
they beat his ass.
Chimps lured him out and beat him to death.
That's a solid callback, yeah, dude. Just a bunch of fucking Dagos got him.
You sold us bad meth.
He said chimp, and you were like Italian.
Yeah,
Close enough.
hairy bad jewelry got
Big
it.
ass ears, dude.
Hey, my jewelry's solid. all right?
Now it is, dude. The nose ring's gone. Thank God.
That was crazy. Anyway, your story about eating meth.
Yeah. So I was in like a group of dudes. I was
Oh,
like
I thought
three
your
of
nose
us.
ring was nice.
And there was like 2 blue pills and 1 pink pill. And there was like a younger brother of the group. Like, shout out David, love you, Molly. What's up, dude? And And we were like, yo, you get the pink one. We got the blue ones because we don't know what that pink one is. And it turns out the pink one was ecstasy and we ate speed.
Wait, so speed is just like, it was just compacted meth?
That's
Yeah.
meth.
I don't know exactly what it was.
I don't know a lot about drugs.
I was on meth for sure. Like it wasn't crack and it wasn't like outer, it was like a pill. So like from what like other junkies have told me, it's like, yeah, dude, you use some speed, bro. And
Yeah,
I was like,
amphetamine, yeah.
I like you say other junkies, like you're a junkie. Is that my other junkies have told
more
me.
informative, like because like I've dabbled in drugs, but like when you go farther in knowledge than me, you've had a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like the cusp of like you did all that shit. You know, like we had that ride up to or down to Portland where you and I were talking about. Even my best friend in the whole world, Anthony's like, wait, you snorted pills before? And I was like,
He was telling me he got some medicine for like pain, and he was like, I snorted half, took half, it was great.
I mean, that's the way to do it, dude. Like, fucking, why not? You
Get
know
the
what I
quick
mean?
hit, the slow hit.
It's like being on vacation. You know what I mean?
Well, I was like taking 1.5 because I was in a lot of pain, and there was like the way it broke. The half broke into two little pieces, like 2 little quarters.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck it. I threw like a quarter of it in there, and I was like, fuck it. And I just grabbed like a knife and just like chalked it up and just fucking blew it down.
railed
For
it.
no fucking reason. I just felt like I was like,
He cut a little slit in his arm. He just starts rubbing it in. He's like, this is how you really get it in there.
get the needle out, heat up the spoon, you know.
Just right, baby.
Just for Josh's, you know.
Well, like, so in the military, right? When you get your wisdom teeth pulled, you get a prescription, but you're only allowed to take that prescription for a certain amount of time. Like they give you you're allowed to have, you know, Vicodin in your system from this date to this date.
Oh,
right.
so you can't like keep spares.
No. So what I did when I got my wisdom teeth pulled and they gave me Oxycontins, dude, I sat there and fucking drank hot soup to numb my mouth until the last 2 days that I was allowed to take it, and holy fuck was that fun, dude. Like,
What did you do?
I watched Bug Wars. That's actually how the whole thing fucking
That's how
started.
you ended up ordering a scorpion for $68, dude.
You're on bed rest for 4 days, so I was just like sitting there with internet, you know what I mean, eating hot soup and just fucking watching Bug. That's
dude,
probably what
Wolf-
made me want to eat it, because I hadn't eaten solid food in a while. You know what I mean?
My money's on Wolf Spider. Just oxying out, bro.
Spiders get cooked a lot. You wouldn't think so.
spiders
Get cooked.
If they don't have their web, they're done.
Who's
Yeah.
beating a spider? Who's beating
Dude,
a wolf
oh,
spider?
Everyone's beating a spider.
Katydids.
Praying mantis, canids.
katydids, they fuck spiders up a
What's
lot.
a ca-
Scorpions fuck spiders up.
What's a cadid? Well, I could see a scorpion.
Imagine like a grasshopper, but it's like 4 times the size.
Yeah, they're giant.
How do they do it?
Well, they
They
just
have,
have
like,
these
big mandibles?
huge fucking mandibles, and they just munch them on them, dude.
Yeah.
They just munch it?
They just munch them, dude. They just munch them.
Praying
Is
mantis
it
pretty-
just 2 bugs munching each other?
That's
Yeah.
it. It's just them
and
fighting,
whoever croaks first.
and you watch them
Well-
eat the fuck, dude. Centipedes.
Yeah,
Watching
centipedes
a
are.
centipedes fuck up katydids.
Yeah.
but
Really?
spiders fuck up centipedes. So
There's like a.
this is the rock paper scissors of autistic.
it
kids.
is, dude. I mean, like,
so praying mantises, if they get a hold of something just right, they're fucking gold. But if they don't, they're
Cooked.
fucked. Yeah, like a wasp.
it's like a
wasp
glass cannon.
Yeah, a wasp can fuck up a praying mantis if it just stings it once, but it
Yep.
has to get through the fucking armor of it.
Because you got to get to the mantis style.
Yeah.
Every time I see a man, it's like,
Little headband on them, dude. I love that, dude. You're like, every praying mantis has a little headband with a sun on it.
Yeah, it does, dude. There's over there chopping up sushi. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
wait. So no fucking wild parties on. I feel like y'all have to have some party stories that I've
I
never
just
heard.
told you I was
The time
going
that
in.
he
No,
ate
but
fucking
I was
meth,
going
yeah.
into a story about how I was at a party, but you guys want to talk bug wars.
Do you have a good one?
I heard you ate meth. The guy, you had speed. What was the ending of the story? Go ahead, Jeremiah. What was the end of the story?
no, it's fine.
Yeah, see, you know what? Because it ended the same way Christmas did.
Yeah,
I
he's
went,
like,
I went
I
to
fell
sleep
asleep.
after
I
a
did
day.
not go to sleep. That was part of the story. But go ahead. No, it's
Okay, well,
fine.
tell me the fucking rest.
no.
No, it's fine. You see how it is? He's deflecting. That's what it
sassy.
is. Yeah, my
Yeah.
therapist taught me it's deflecting.
After he gaslit
Well,
me
no.
to
The
be-
thing is you're just putting so much pressure on the story that it can't live up to how
The expectations.
yeah.
Wait,
I do
You're
hate
building it
that.
up right
Yeah.
now.
Have you done Adderall?
Yeah. No, I'm afraid I would like it much too much.
you would love it.
Yeah.
I would never give it to you if I
love
had
getting geeked. Yeah.
So, because like, I don't know how meth compares to Adderall. So my doctor prescribed me a shit ton of Adderall. I don't think he cared whether I had ADHD. He was like, whatever you're paying. So I took like 220 milligrams of Adderall one time, and I was like doing so much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've heard meth is the same way where you're just like zonked out and you're just like focused and you're like, I don't matter how hard I close my eyes, I can't fucking sleep.
Yeah, we took it to go to a house party. And then like I didn't feel like I was I didn't feel like I was on meth. I was like zoned in. And I was like talking to a chick and I was shaking my leg like Tony is, what I thought was, but I was like shaking the floor. And she was
really going?
why are you moving your leg like that? And I was like, what you talking about? And like, I looked down and my leg was like going fucking crazy. And I was like, oh shit. And I like stopped and then my hand started doing it. I was like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah.
And like that night I had like an ash catcher on a bong, like you know me, I bring bongs place. So I brought like a bong to the party. I was selling weed there. And so like I was trying to like take my ash catcher out of my bong and I just ripped it out and like cut my hand and broke it and then built this contraption to fucking pull it out of the down stem. And at the end of the night it always ends like with like everybody sleeping in like a big living room, right? Everyone's like passed out with like different bags and stuff. And me and my buddy, I don't want to say his name, but like that took the same pill. We were both geeked on whatever the fuck it was. We were just like laying there at night, just looking at each other like, this fucking sucks.
You want to disassemble a VCR?
Because we're like 18 years old. It wasn't cool to be like, dude, we're gacked right now. They would be like, he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
You know, like,
did you just pretend you were asleep
I
with
was
everybody else?
Yeah, I was just pretending to sleep.
To be fair,
for hours, I was just like, shoo.
doing meth is never cool.
I've never heard a good story.
It sucked so bad, dude.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
never
so bad.
cool to do meth.
But yeah, I ended up breaking my bong, cutting my hand, scaring a chick, and not sleeping through the night. It was
Dude, that
That
sucks.
was awful.
a pretty big loss on my...
Pretty big L. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a solid common Jeremiah L, as we call it in the
Classic.
industry. Yeah.
When you're wide awake on drugs, it's the worst fucking feeling when you're just like, God, I just want to be anywhere but awake. And you
Yeah.
just can't get there. Ugh.
Well, that's why like.
Have you tried Narcaning yourself?
Yeah, you should have done some Narcan. You would have been done.
Well, that's why like fucking Crispin, you keep the smelling salts around.
Oh, I love smelling salts. I do.
Yeah,
Not
we
right
were,
now.
we were hanging out once, and he was like, "You want to do a smelling salt?" And I was like, "No." And then he hit one, and I was like, "All right." You know?
Yeah, he saw me take one whiff. He was like, that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, that's when I sat with him. And I was like, "Dude, don't ever offer me coke because I know I'll do it. Please don't do it."
That was one of my rules when I did it. I was like, I'm never offering it to anybody who's never done it.
Don't let me do it. Like, because I know for a fact that if you bring coke around me, I will do it.
I know you'll
and
love
I
it,
don't
too.
want to fuck my. I know, dude.
I don't even give you coffee. Like,
Well, I
I
don't
know.
drink
After you
coffee,
told me you
though.
don't drink caffeine, I was like, probably good. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it is. I do drink tea. I thought about that, and I was like, maybe that's it. I drink a lot of hot tea.
I just know caffeine pushes your polar, and I know you're already biased. So
pushes
like,
the.
Houston, we got him.
Houston, we got a hack.
We got a hack. Dude, damn, that's a WWE finishing move, dude. What the fuck was that?
This is Mush episode 2. How you doing?
He definitely thought about that shit and fucking sat on it like a snake,
Waiting for you to
dude.
shut up about tea.
Son of a bitch.
Calling Tony gay will never get old.
Yeah,
This is episode 2. Now we can start. We called him gay.
It is funny too with like because like Tony Hinchcliffe is called gay a lot too, and then like every time it happens, I'm like, I get it. Like,
You don't even laugh. Dude. You're just like, I feel
Hinchcliffe
ya.
is for sure gay, though.
I mean,
There's
what if
something.
he's not? Because like, how many people look at me and they're like, that guy?
No, actually, there was an episode where
Gay.
somebody goes, "Hey, you were there with these two fucking beautiful models. Like, I think they were porn stars." And he's like, "All right, we don't need to talk anymore about that night. Maybe
Yeah.
we just move on." So he's out there having fun.
maybe he's just like a sexual being. You know? He's
Hey,
like
maybe
one of
he's
those-
just a nuanced human that can be and sound however he is, and I'm just black and white thinking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Definitely a piece
That's
of
how
shit.
I usually think about you, as a black and white piece of shit.
I think of you mostly black.
I think of you mostly naked.
You're on one of his sacrifice videos, dude, just superimposed onto the chick. Dude. This is confusing but hot.
He fucking AI porned me into sacrifice shit.
Yeah, shitty comedian gets destroyed.
That's what you'd love it to say, you nasty little
Dude,
bitch.
every time, I watch porn where the guy has a backwards hat.
That's your fantasy is me failing because that
What?
never happens. to me.
Just welcome to
Undefeated bitch.
Hack comic does 10% less of a job on blow. It's like, all right.
10% less.
Wait,
Jeremiah classically underdelivers.
what's your fucking party story? You gotta have one. I feel like you've had a wild life.
Oh man, dude, I've done a lot of wild shit, but like the parties I'm at, like I usually surround myself around like people that aren't fucked up. So
That's
like,
pretty smart.
Yeah, so I don't have any like crazy party stories. The one I can think of is like one time we were all drinking and we ran out of alcohol, so everybody left. So we just started drinking whatever we had. We were taking shots of like Bailey's, you know, fucking Kahlua was the final one, and then the Kahlua got us. Like we polished off a bottle of Kahlua, and we all started. Like the three of us were just sitting there vomiting into my kitchen sink.
Damn.
And then we would all take another shot, and then one of us would puke, and we'd be like, "You're all right," and they'd be like, "Yeah," and we'd be like, "All right, cool," and then we'd take another shot.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, until the bottle was gone.
So Hughes, when he had us over, what did you say? You were telling Lexi, you were like, I was having fun. Like I don't usually drink this much, but it was exciting to have people over finally. Yeah. And then when we left, he was texting me. He's like, "Hey, by the way, I threw up a bunch as soon as y'all left because I didn't want to be drunk." I was like, nice.
Yeah, well, I made myself throw.
Yeah, that's probably smart though.
That's prime. I like people that make themselves puke. Like that's the way to go. Like if you already feel that you're getting there, you're getting the mouth sweats. Like, dude,
I just didn't want to be hungover.
You'll get hungover regardless.
No, I wasn't hungover the next day.
Do you think you would have not been hungover even if you hadn't thrown up?
No, I think I would have felt like shit.
Dude, I have some wicked hangovers. Like I'll be hungover tomorrow, and I'm not even. This is what, my second beer, something like that.
Yeah, you haven't had that much.
Well, I was only drinking like clear vodka, and I like
Gin.
I like drank the last bit before we finished the episode, which was like 20 minutes. Dude, I puked up a bunch of alcohol. Like I was like for sure got at least half that pint out of me, which was fine, and I was still got the effect of being pretty fucking drunk.
I didn't realize how much you drank. That's
yeah, I drank like that whole pint.
Jeez, yeah, I do remember that. Like I remember sitting down
and just
like,
drinking out of it.
Yeah, before we did like the
that's right. You had that fucking thing.
Yeah.
And fucking watching you like sit there in that bottle, it was like half full, and I was like, "There's no way."
I didn't have to drive anywhere.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I just have too much of a pussy to like just crush a bottle of hard alcohol.
I don't
by
normally.
myself. Yeah,
I don't normally. But yeah, I just didn't want to be hungover. I had to work the next day, so I was just like, "Fucking, I'll just be a soldier about it, dude."
Don't want to be hungover.
Just tickle the throat.
Polish a bottle of gin off. That was sick. Like,
this makes me throw up. It's just a big dildo, dude. He's like,
it's rainbows next to the toilet, dude.
Like a real magazine. No, that just makes me get rid of the alcohol.
This road before, boys.
Yeah, you're like, it's in case of emergency, break glass.
It's like different colors, and they're like way down there. I'm like, I make it down to blue.
Yeah, all the way down to the balls.
The blue's what makes me throw up. The alcohol I hate.
Yeah, the alcohol. Yeah, sometimes you gotta when you're feeling sick, you gotta get something you love. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta remember what it's all about.
Some people it's chicken noodle soup. Me, it's a 12-foot gay dildo. 12
I
foot.
can make it up to 11
inch.
feet.
12 foot would be crazy.
That's wild.
You slip and fall once, that's going out of your mouth or your ass, dude. That's crazy.
Well, do you guys know who like Moist Critical is on YouTube?
Ew. I don't even like the name. No.
Anyway,
Moist
this guy has
Critical.
a huge a sex toy collection.
That
right?
checks out.
And he has this thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Fucking Crit 20, dude.
But it's like a dildo. It's like this fucking big. It's called a Moby Huge. That's what it's called. It's this big.
It's a Moby Hughes.
And it's like this
it's a
big.
Moby
Yeah, it's
Huge.
modeled after
Moby
little
Dick.
known comedian Jeremiah Hughes.
Why are you so nasty to me? I don't say anything about your career.
That's what you
at
get.
all.
You fucking liar.
I don't have a fucking career. That's why you don't. I'm punching up. What are you gonna say? You don't get work?
He's fisting up, dude.
But no, it's this huge fucking dildo, and he bought 2 of them, and I'm like, it's got to be just a novelty. Like nobody's taking that, right?
Dude, there's some people who go crazy.
I had a guy that
You fucked.
I like helped, like,
What was
I
his
don't know.
name?
He was like part of the team that I was, he was like part of the crew, or whatever for a small
Your work
period
crew?
of time. Yeah. And he would claim to have like IBS and bad guts or whatever. And he was wearing like a hoodie that was like dragon whatever.
Sounds
And
awesome.
my coworker was like, "Yo, you know what that hoodie is?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Dude, that's a fucking dildo brand." And we looked it up, and it's like a tentacle. It's like a fucking
Bad
2-foot
Dragon. Yeah,
that's what it is. Bad Dragon. He was wearing a Bad Dragon hoodie.
I'm a degenerate.
No, dude, I'm telling you, it's like a fucking tentacle. It's like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And like after
Is it shaped like a tentacle?
he
squid?
like left, he ended up leaving for different reasons. And then I was like talking to this other guy
I
that we
assume
hired.
it wasn't fired based off of dildo.
No, for some reason wasn't. But you just like move to Alaska or whatever, some random bullshit.
Where the degenerates go.
Yeah, it's what I call cold, dumb Texas.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You mean Crispin Melchor?
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad the Seahawks are losing again for the fucking 12th year in a row.
Anyway, continue the story. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
where his bad insult really threw me off.
Well, bad dragon, right?
Oh yeah, bad dragon. And so like he left or whatever, and then I was talking to this guy that kind of knew him that we hired, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like always in the bathroom and would call out because he had like bad stomach issues, and he started laughing. He's like, "Dude." He told me he would call out because he would fuck his ass too hard, and his asshole would be like blown out and shitting fucking blood from like this 2-foot fucking dildo he had.
Why doesn't he
and I was
work
like,
his way
"Is
up
it
to
called
it?"
a bad dragon?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Motherfucker got us," you know? Like he's just like, "I'm not feeling good," as he's like sitting on like a fucking fist the size of
He
my
sounded
arm.
sick as hell.
To be fair, like I'd call out of work.
Wait.
And you said, "What does he work up?" I don't think you can work up to like. Have
I mean,
you seen it?
you can't like you have. There has to be some amount of effort to work up to something like that.
Well, yeah, you don't just fucking. You're not
It's
just
like
gonna.
he's lifting weights he can't lift.
You don't just wake up and play in the MLB. You know what I mean? You gotta hit the fucking. You gotta hit the batting
zingers.
cages a couple times. You know, start off with like a shampoo.
You can't
bottle.
start off with the fat end of a bat. You got to do this tiny end first.
We
Wait, hold on. Before we move forward, did you want to run your stuff you're doing tonight? I wanted to run that on the pod.
I think I'm good. I think,
Good?
Yeah, we're doing a show later tonight.
Dude, you're dropping.
And yeah, I don't know. It's like called Goodfellas, and so
I think
we're
that's a
talking
pretty
about
good
crimes
concept.
and shit that we've committed on stage. So hopefully that won't bite me in the ass.
I
later
think you'll
in
be
life.
fine.
Just say it
Yeah.
was 7 years ago every time.
It was
Is that
7
the
years ago.
secret?
That's supposed to be, yeah. Isn't it supposed to be like a 7 year
Well, I
cutoff?
think you're thinking of the 7-year credit restart when you declare bankruptcy,
I want to declare bankruptcy so bad.
which is really funny because like I don't know how to say this without it coming off slightly anti-Semitic, but so I'm just gonna say it. So like the credit restart that happens after the 7 years is actually an old thing from Hebrew. Is like that's their thing is that after 7 years the debt is wiped, and so banks still follow that because banks were, I mean, I'm not going to say that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
we can put together the pieces from here.
Yeah,
folks.
it was an old Hebrew tradition.
We get it. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony.
And
All right.
traditions,
My bad.
no, traditions are
That's
an
what I said,
incredible
there's
thing.
no way to say it without it being like.
Then maybe
fucking-
don't.
I just want to be on record. Love Jews.
He's like,
Wow.
the crazy thing is the weather changes every 7 years too.
Yeah, it is weird that the weather changes. Every 7 years, I notice the weather's doing something different.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
getting weird.
Less scorpions, which is alarming to me.
Had something cool happen recently. So my nephew is like just starting to be like a little human. He's like 4 years old now. So he's like starting to run around and talk, and his dad isn't in his life. He's just like single, like shout out Tristina, but she's like single momming it like a boss, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So like I try to be like a good uncle, and like be around and hang out. And he's starting to like be like, "Oh, there's Jeremiah," kind of thing. And
how old
he
is
knows
he?
my office because I'm like I write jokes here. This is where I work, He's like, "Oh, cool." And I was ironing a shirt, getting ready for a show. And he's like, "What are you doing, Jeremiah?" And I'm like, "I'm getting ready for a show." And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go tell jokes." He was like, "Tell jokes?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to go." And I showed him pictures of me like on stage. And I'm like, "Yeah, I go make people laugh." And he's like, "Oh." And I didn't think he quite understood. Like, yeah, he's 4, He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, jokes." And, I got ready and I left. And then Tristina wanted Lexi to tell me that ever since then, that he would go up to her mom and be like, "Mom, I want to tell jokes. I want to tell jokes like Jeremiah."
He wants to be just
And
like
apparently,
Jeremiah.
dude, he's a chip off the old block, let me tell you, because he'll light her up. He'll be like, "Mom, I want to tell you a joke." And she'll be like, "All right, Kayan, what do you got?" He'll be like, "You look like a truck." And I was
To be
like,
fair, telling a chick she looks like a truck, sick.
Pretty
that's
fucking
funny
solid
as
bit.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, honestly, not bad.
Pretty solid.
That's pretty good. That would get a
Yeah.
laugh at TCC open mic for sure.
Gotta hit the X with that, dude.
Yeah,
At
dude,
least he's not
he's
built like a truck.
He's
my time.
already he's
Thanks.
already doing crowd work. He's doing great.
Dude, he's a comedian kills his mom with crowd work.
Chip off the old block, dude.
Dude, how
another
crazy-
it made
hack
me
in the
so
making.
happy.
How
dude.
crazy is it going to be in like 16 years if he starts hitting the clubs and he's fucking incredible.
That make me so happy.
He's been doing it since 4.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Like, it just made me happy to like, kind of like, you know, inspire my nephew in a weird way. Just be like, yeah, dude, tell
No, it's
jokes.
a really
and,
cool
now,
story.
and now he's like, oh, dude, I want to tell jokes like Jeremiah. I was like,
Look at
that was a
that.
comedy pod,
You
but it was a cool.
inspired
No,
a
it's
young
nice,
guy.
man.
No,
That's
it's
a
fine.
nice thing.
Yeah.
This is just a pod, dude.
It's
We're
nice.
just
I was
talking.
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, like, I sent somebody. So I have a bunch of videos of my brother and sister from when they were kids, and I have the same thing with some of my cousins. But like, my brother started taking out my little cousins, my baby ones, to like go do stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, you always took me to do stuff. Like, I want to take them to see stuff too." So like, it's fun when you see like the effects of you on like somebody you care about.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
the fact that your nephew's already making jokes because of one thing you said is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Don't
Oh,
let
yeah.
him see you do meth. Like,
Yeah, don't watch the podcast.
no.
But yeah.
You show him
No,
everything
man.
except the pod. You're like, I don't know what mush is. I was just, I was a guest.
Mush is gross.
Can't build it up, can't break it down. Don't listen.
Yeah, you can't build it up, can't break it down. Don't listen.
That's our slogan for the pod from now on.
Can't break it up. That's sick. I do like that.
Can't build us up, can't break us down. Please do not listen.
not
Please
listen.
do not listen. Yeah,
It's like, yeah, it's like this cool guy. You know, he's got a lot of shows. There's another guy. He's Mexican, and then a gay one.
well, then a gay one. That's me. In case those listening at home didn't know who the gay one was.
That's our time. All right. Hey, thanks, everybody.
Oh yeah, actually, you got to get to your show.
Yeah.
All right, man. Do you want me to do the outro?
Yeah, hit it.
All right, fuck yeah, dude. Thank you for listening. This has been Mush. Can't fucking build us up. Can't break us down.
Please don't listen.
But my name's Crispin.
Tony Cardoza.
Unc Jerbear, Jeremiah Hughes signing out. Goodbye.
Good motherfucking night.